Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Read Only Friday podcast. I'm joined by Mike, Julian, Dan, and Phep once again. Couple of things before we get into the topic of the day. First, before I forget, what's everyone drinking? Gonna get that right off the bat.
Moonshine and Sprite.
There you go.
You know when your lesson from Moonshine last time?
Hey, listen.
We don't have anyone torturing us.
Are you talking about last week's episode?
A mix of that and the week before.
Okay, last week's episode was not Moonshine. Oh, it's Mariel's here. Hi,
Oh
Mariel.
wow, perfect timing.
Perfect timing. We just started. Welcome, Mariel.
But no, last week was one of those Jack Daniel's tall boys that was the watermelon flavor.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, you did say that. I have an Angry Orchard that's unopened, and we'll see if I decide if this aggravates me enough to want to drink it.
All right, Dan, Jeff, what do you got?
I've got Malibu rum and coke.
Interesting.
I'm taking a nice long sip from a tall glass of shut the up, Eagles fans.
Damn,
Wow.
Damn.
No, this is that screwball eggnog that I've got right now.
Oh, okay. Mariel, I suspect is having audio issues, but okay. Yeah. So second segment, while Mariel works that out, it's the first ever corrections segment. We made a slight oopsie in the last episode.
You damn right we did.
Well, there were many things, but specifically, at one point we were playing Mike's twisted version of Jeopardy, and Julian said that the president's he said a president's name, and he thought the name of the president was Andrew Garfield. None of us, but nor Mike nor I, I questioned it a little bit, but Julian seems so certain
Adamant.
that it was that
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah,
that I mostly put
It wasn't
that
his
up to
proudest
the
moment.
alcohol.
No, like Julian was he was drunk, and Mike was torturing the both of us.
Okay,
and-
I was
wasn't
striked by
drunk, I was definitely
having a good
tipsy.
time.
okay, yes, you were hydrated.
Yes.
So anyway, officially, yes, the president's name was in fact James Garfield. Andrew Garfield is not a president by Mariel. He is an actor. He played Spider-Man.
Let's be honest though, he's still
Multi-talented.
Spider-Man, so can people get mad at that?
No, and his Spider-Man deserves a lot more credit than people give it. But
Thank you.
still not quite as good as Toby, but he's not bad. Not by
Well,
a long
you can't
shot.
beat Tobey Maguire as
No,
Spider-Man.
you sure can't. So
He is the Spider-Man.
So
I say that, but every time I watch that Spider-Man, I fall asleep.
I say that, but not actually watching Spider-Man.
you didn't even know who Toby Maguire was 3 weeks ago.
I knew it was I knew he existed, but I didn't know he was Spider-Man because I didn't watch him.
All right. Yep. Okay. Nice.
That's one.
That's
One.
All
Oh
right.
yeah,
Are we
another
gonna do-
thing.
are we-
The Cards Against Humanity episode. There was a lot of missed burps there. So
Yeah. I'm pretty sure most of the ones you think we missed are just.
No, I know which ones are mine.
Well, okay. All right.
I can tell.
Are we gonna do another counter to this one, or
Depends. We'll see.
okay?
Likely not.
Okay, that's fine. Julian, this was your topic. You've been working on this for weeks. What do you got? Take it
Not
away.
weeks, but
Well,
conspiracy theories.
let's go.
We're getting our best Alex Jones on.
Yeah, but not. We're not crazy.
No,
I was crazy.
that was crazy. Man. Shut up, Jeff.
They locked me in a rubber room with rats.
I want to make sure I'm getting the right screen first
That is important.
because I have multiple screens up. Okay, that one.
No, this one.
Okay, so the gay frogs, huh?
How about them frogs?
The gay frogs, yeah.
Wasn't this confirmed to be true
After
just recently?
Well, thing is, it's mostly Alex Jones. So, can you really take what he says into
I don't know. I didn't actually research or read anything. I just saw another headline and was like, oh, whatever.
There's one person that we work with that I accuse them of being a conspiracy. Like I accuse them of having this really in depth conspiracy about something, and like part of my joke was that I called them Alex Jones, and their first defense was to link an article about how the whole gay frog thing is kind of true a little
Doesn't
bit.
matter.
It doesn't matter. He's still insane. But the fact that that was the first thing that this person used to defend themselves just proves that they probably watch at least a little bit of Alex Jones and find him unironic sometimes.
Yep.
So
Last thing I heard about him, by the way, was something about this the whole Sandy Hook thing.
yeah, he had some ridiculous theory that the whole thing. I forget what he said it was, but
He said it was fake. It was done by
said,
actors, so
yeah,
that the agenda can be pushed or whatever.
yeah, and the court fined him for what, like millions of dollars, and I think he still hasn't even paid yet. Anyway.
Yep. All right, but first, all right. But first, the worst game of 2023, baby.
Oh my god.
So there has been some hot dog shit diarrhea games that have come out this year. They've just been poop. So let's decide on which one's the worst. I got 4 of the games to go over, and there will be screenshots for each of them. Starting off.
Question.
Yes.
Do we have to have
Were you
played
the
the
one
games
playing?
to have an opinion on them?
No. I'm literally going off of like screenshots, and I'll give you a little bit of context for the game.
Okay.
Another question, the peanut gallery.
Hurry up.
Were you the one that were playing these games that are subjectively saying they're bad?
I've seen multiple people say these games are bad. There have been multiple people who said these games suck. So anyway, starting off before I was interrupted, the Lord of the Rings Gollum. So we all know Gollum is this guy, right?
Maybe.
You've never seen Lord of the Rings. Good
Absolutely
to know.
not.
But anyway, this
That's
is
Smeagol.
Gollum. What? Who cares? They're same person. There's fucking schizophrenia. Anyway, this is what they did to Gollum in the game. And he looks horrendous.
My man looks like he just got a mop put on his head. Or actually, no, it looks like seaweed more than the mop.
So the game,
his eyes.
Yeah,
I was looking at his arm. Like, look at his like his shoulder blade, and then where it connects to like the arm. It looks like there's like 2 disconjoined bones.
It looks like he actually attended Arm Day.
It looks like he's like twisting his arm.
The whole point of this game is it's a stealth-based like action platformer type game where you're just like going through the different settings of Lord of the Rings. But it doesn't play out very well. So, yeah. Anyway, next game, Redfall, Bethesda game. It kind of looks like crap.
Oh.
If you haven't seen it, it looks like crap, like I said. The world's being soulless. There's like literally no life to this game whatsoever. The AI is hella broken. They will get stuck on literally everything. The missions suck. And there's always a connected requirement to play the game, which you shouldn't have to play in have to have a connection in a single player game.
Wait, if you need Wi-Fi to play this?
You need to be connected to the internet to play this game.
What the fuck?
And it also spawned my favorite meme of the whole year.
Well, first test here. Do the windows break? First test here.
What the fuck?
Oh no!
Shout out to Meme Machine for this video, or whoever this person is. Turn up. Shout out to them. I love this meme.
That's beautiful.
To that because I'll have to just overlay it over that because.
But yeah, that
Craig
was Redfall. It was pretty bad. But this one, Skull Island: The Rise of Kong, is pretty recent. This one was made by the same people who made Gollum, and apparently the company's called Game Mill. So their literally whole purpose is probably just to mill out crap games. King Kong. Everybody knows King Kong. He's Big Monkey. Everybody likes Big Monkey.
I haven't seen his movies, but sure.
This is what he looks like in game.
Did they just take
Oh, well,
Donkey
it's-
Kong and just
yeah.
give him like the King Kong face?
Exactly. It's Rise of Donkey Kong, not Rise of King Kong.
Oh, it gets even better. Look at this face.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Who took his banana?
There are multiple scenes where they like freeze frame it, like at like faces like these. It's hilarious. But
Oh my god.
this is like a beat 'em up, linear beat 'em up game, and combat sucks. It's really bad. Like you can hit something and like it won't even register.
Were these all like $60 AAA games?
I
think
I
wasn't
think the
Golem
first
more
two
than
were. I don't remember. But last game, The Walking Dead Destinies. I don't even have to say much. Just look at his face.
Okay.
Is that Shane?
That is Shane. Yes.
You spelled Destiny wrong.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's like The Walking Dead intestines.
Eat me. But anyway, which one is it? What are you voting for?
Honestly, I hadn't heard of any of these until after all the stuff came out about them being bad. My vote would go to Redfall just because like I feel like that's the one that should have had the most potential. The other three were like kind of like you kind of knew what to expect going
wait.
in.
I lied. It was Walking Dead was the same company made Rise of Kong, not
Okay.
Gollum.
Yeah, but no, like Bethesda, they've had an arguable slip in quality over the last few years, but you generally they're still considered to be like a solid studio. But so for Redfall to fail as bad as it did, especially Arcane too, because Arcane has also done a lot better than that over the last few years. So I guess I'd go with Redfall. I'm going to give an honorable mention to Modern Warfare 3 just because I don't know how people are paying $60 for an MW2 DLC, but out of these four, I'm going to give it to Redfall.
I'm gonna have to say Redfall because Redfall's the only one I've actually seen someone play.
Oh, jeez.
Redfall is also $70.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Is it
$100 for the black or Bite Black edition, which I don't know what that includes.
Probably like a bunch of crap that should have been in the
Cosmetics or
base
something.
game.
Redfall was 70, Rise of Kong was 40, Lord of Ring Gollum was 50, and Walking Dead Intestines was I think also 40.
Actually, you know what? This just popped into my head too. I remember seeing that like the developers of the Lord of the Rings Gollum like released an apology like a few weeks after that. But weren't they caught using like they made the apology using like Chat GPT?
Yeah, a former employee was like, yeah, they used AI to generate that.
So they didn't even bother to like actually create an apology by themselves. They just made the robot spit it out for them.
It makes sense given the egregious error in the title and the apology. The Lord of Ring Gollum.
Yeah.
I have to give it to honestly, I got to give it to The Walking Dead because those models are atrocious.
No, they are pretty bad.
They look like it's like Michael said when I first sent him the images for it. He said it looked like it was a game made in like 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that does give me like 2008 Ubisoft game.
Oh yeah.
facial
Also,
models.
for The Walking Dead, all the cutscenes in the game are still character models. There's like no movement to them whatsoever.
Oh, that's even better.
And they make one noise, like ooh. They go like ooh, and it just stops. Like nothing happens.
Are they just T-posing the entire game when they're not in?
No, I wish they were though, because that would be so funny.
At least that would be entertaining.
I was gonna say that'd at least be entertaining. It'd still be bad. Like I'd still be mad that I paid that much money for it, but it would at least give me a kick. It'd be like Gmod vibes.
Dan, what do you got?
Well, considering I haven't played any of these or seen any of them played, I would have to go with Gollum just because of how like that's the worst Gollum I've seen since the images that I'm dropping in chat here. So
What the hell?
What is that? What? The one is just that's not even the animated one. That's just a lizard. There's no way.
What the?
What?
yeah,
Bruh.
That first one's me on a Monday.
that was the that was
first
the
one-
British. I think it was British 1970 something animated
Oh.
version. Yeah.
Oh God. No, that first one was Julian. The day after we recorded the game show episode, just the
Yeah.
next morning, waking up. That was him, just fresh out of bed that morning.
Just
Oh my god. Okay.
Jeff, what do you have?
I could go to any of them.
Honestly, yeah, but like,
I think the game that was most set up to succeed and failed the hardest is probably Redfall.
Yeah, honestly.
Because beloved
Yeah.
studio, published by a beloved publisher, and it's just a turd. It's a $70 turd that you can play on Game Pass. What do you fucking do?
yeah.
So I think Redfall.
All right. Well, since it's Redfall,
Redfall.
yeah, Redfall. If any of you watching want to leave your comment to say what it is, go ahead. We will take that into account. But anyway, theory time.
Let's go.
So, starting off with the bloop, and I just realized that got cut off. Interesting.
Oh.
There's text down here, and I can't fucking read it.
Uh-oh. Do you got to go back to LibreOffice?
Hold on a minute. Let me.
Well, guys, those good conspiracy theories.
Yep.
Yep, good theories. I suck at my job. Thanks for.
The conspiracy is that the publishers are just using ChatGPT to create lines of code for video games and pumping them out.
Yep.
I knew it.
All right, hold on. I'm just gonna.
The conspiracy is there's a meteor coming straight to Earth, and we only have 10 years left.
Yep.
That's fine.
Please let it hit. All right, that should be better.
I mean, it's not in full screen, but
Well, it should be.
It's not. You're streaming the wrong one.
Oops.
Yeah.
The conspiracy is Julian doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Hey! You shut your mouth. How many times have you fucked this up too?
Which
Which is a good.
Good question.
I gotta know what we're counting and not counting.
You know, you got a point there. You got me there, buddy. Touche. There we go. This should be better.
Let's see.
I can read.
Yep, that's
Okay, so I'm starting off very mild.
okay.
Well, then again, I think they all probably get mild. There's none that are like super crazy in my opinion. But the bloop is it basically refers to a 1997 recording that was done in the ocean. Sound is supposedly started off the coast of South America and was heard about 5,000 kilometers away where this microphone was located. And to this day, no one has any idea on what it actually was. A lot of people say that it's possibly a giant sea creature, but obviously we haven't found it yet, if it is. Thanks, Mr.
Opening that chat to get that link.
Yeah.
It mainly just sounds like a bubble going past the microphone. Like, there's nothing.
How'd they figure out that it was 5,000 miles away? Oh,
Good
I've heard
question.
this. I've heard this, yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know how they calculated to be 5,000 miles away. I think that might have just been them. Like, they probably did something very scientific to calculate that.
Oh
but
no, I'm not. I don't doubt that it is. I'm just like, how do you? But yeah, okay. I heard it literally does just sound like a little bubble, which
Yeah.
for a bubble to be heard 5,000 kilometers. Sorry, I keep saying miles, but oh, we have a possible solution entered into the chat. Dan, would you care to elaborate on?
Okay, good, that's fine.
I all I know is what that says there. We're supposedly
They're saying it's supposedly a earthquake or something like that.
They said ice quake specifically. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So possibly solved, but
Possibly solved, but we don't know.
I mean,
I
Because
wonder what it sounded like right there where it happened.
Yeah,
it was probably loud as fuck.
Oh yeah, for it to have been recorded that far away, yeah.
I mean, the only thing that I know that has been recorded that far away is when they tested the SAR bomba back in the Cold War age, and that was like recorded around the Earth 3 times.
There was also obviously they never recorded it, but there was this one volcano that erupted somewhere in like the 1800s.
Krakatoa.
Yeah. And
well, yeah, that was like
apparently
that was millions of years ago.
Well, no, like it erupted in like the 1800s, but they obviously didn't have recording equipment.
They obviously couldn't.
Yeah. But okay, interesting. Yeah, I've heard that sound before. I remember this one, but okay. Well, we solved it. Let's go.
All right. Next one, Krakatoa.
It's
HARP is used for weather manipulation and catastrophic events.
Oh.
So HARP is a research facility up in Alaska that basically shoots radio signals into the ionosphere, which is basically the highest atmosphere that the Earth has. And the effects that the signal has when it goes up that high can be researched with the correct equipment. And there's multiple theories behind this. A lot of people have actually tried they threatened the place to like because they really believe the theories. But basically, it can cause thunderstorms in numerous countries around the world, which, that's just normal talk for conspiracy theories. It's caused power outages. It caused the downing of TWA Flight 800.
Oddly specific.
The Gulf War syndrome. And chronic fatigue syndrome. Basically, this is one of those ones where people constantly think that this is actually doing something horrible to the population when really it's not really doing anything.
Wait, maybe I'm just dumb, but what is Gulf War syndrome?
I looked it up very briefly. Hold on it. It's a chronic and multi-symptomatic disorder affecting military veterans on both sides of the Gulf War.
Oh.
It includes fatigue, muscle pain, cognitive problems, insomnia, rashes, and diarrhea.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Yeah, I've never
affect only that specific war. Okay, wow. I don't know. I don't know how radio frequencies do most of these things. Maybe I could see the flight thing because like it could maybe if something happened, it could interfere with like a plane's radio and flight data and whatever. I don't know about the other stuff, but
just as a by the way, TWA Flight 800 crashed in the Atlantic Ocean near New York, and this is located all the way in Alaska.
Well, yeah, but no, I'm saying like I could see a tiny correlation between like that and an airport. Like you'd think it would hit a plane that was flying much closer to it or something, but
I mean, it is going up to basically the highest point of the atmosphere you can get to. So,
yeah. I don't know.
The signals are possible or fully like just continuous signals, and I've heard them before, and they are ear-piercingly loud. I did not enjoy my time listening to these pulses.
Can you just go on YouTube and just listen to just...
I think I found it off the Wikipedia page.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, anything, any comments?
Kind of, it's interesting that the one thing that's left off of this list is communication with aliens. That was not mentioned here.
Yeah,
you know
I feel like that's got to be
true.
the most probable application for this, right?
Yeah, that's actually. It's actually fucking. You're right on that.
Why is the one theory that makes sense for this not even on the board? Like not even in the list. Like I'm not saying it's you, Julian. I'm sure you're just getting this information from other. Like why have the conspiracy nuts not thought of that?
Yeah, and a lot of the other conspiracy nuts have said that like it's a mind control device. Like
Well,
a son of a U.S. representative has said that it controls people's minds.
oh, as if those guys are a
Yeah, as
sound
if they
source
know
themselves.
anything.
Yeah.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I don't know that we could really completely rule out the possibility of some sort of weather manipulation.
I mean, how would radio signals interfere with the weather?
Well, they do you know about they released some
Phenomenon.
no, they released some chemical into clouds to cause it to rain.
Wait, what? That's a thing?
Sodium.
Yes.
It's called
Huh.
cloud seeding.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cloud
Oh, no,
seeding, it's a
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Okay. No, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
people somehow try to link this to cloud seeding.
I mean, I don't know. Unless they can figure out a way to put like substances onto radio signals and shoot them into the air.
Yeah, it's basically what Dan just posted in
I
the
know.
chat.
Well,
That
see.
when all the signals that go up there will heat
Oh,
up the
okay.
atmosphere and cause
Uh,
changes to the
That
climate
actually,
system.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can buy that.
Yeah, but the power outages, everything underneath the part about thunderstorms, that's a stretch.
Yeah.
Except for aliens. That part's very probable.
The part
Definitely.
that's not on the list is very probable.
Yeah.
Jeff, you keep muting and unmuting. You got anything?
No, I'm just burping.
Okay. All right, so next one then.
Cool.
The Valley of Headless Men.
Oh.
Now, this is a group of stories related to the Nahanni National Park Reserve, which is up in Canada. It's, I think, in British Columbia. So it's like almost dead center, or no, it's in the Northwest Territories. It's like right in the center of Canada. But basically, in 1902, two brothers went down the river in search of gold. They found it, came back, but being the greedy people that they are, they decided to go back in 1905 to get more, and they were never seen again. In 1908, another one of the brothers, there were like three brothers in this group. The one that didn't go with them went to go search for them. And when they found them, they only found their skeletons. But both skeletons had the head severed off, and one of the arms was outreaching, going for a gun, like somebody, like he was trying to protect them, right?
Yeah.
That's not the end of this,
Okay.
though.
Oh.
There
What?
were two other men who went missing. One was never found again, so who knows what happened to him. He's probably fully decomposed at this point, and there's no skeleton left to find. But the other guy, who ended up like the brothers, had his head taken off, and the cabin that he had built up along this river essentially was burnt to the ground. And that spawned a lot of rumors of basically there being headhunters living in that area. And most police say that it's just probably gold rush rivalry, basically just them killing each other for their claims and all the gold that they have. But there's also been rumors that it was a cannibalistic tribe in the area because this is tribal land. And not to mention that there's also been many UFO and cryptid sightings in the area.
What is the thing in the image there? What is that?
I'm guessing that's what one of the headhunters has to be.
Okay.
It didn't have like it didn't have a name when I got the image.
I'm gonna default to the same thing pretty much every time and say it's aliens.
Probably aliens, yeah.
But no, like realistically, like I doubt aliens would do stuff like this. So my actual answer is I don't know. I'd probably say it's either the Gold Rush rivalry thing or it is I don't know how involved, like, because you said it was tribal land. I don't know if it's like a thing that they would do or care about in the slightest.
The one
but-
story that I heard is that two of the tribes there, one tribe was a warring tribe, and they would just go down to the other tribe and just kill off people just for the hell of it. And then one day they all just up and disappeared.
Oh.
Yeah, so who knows what that could be.
My first thought was it's Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne?
What?
What
The only realistic explanation in my mind.
you mean Jason Voorhees?
No.
No.
Why
what?
would Jason
You mean-
Bourne take off people's heads?
and exist in the 1900s?
I don't know, man.
Okay. To be clear, we're talking about like the spy Jason Bourne, right? Like you're from the spy.
Have you
movies.
seen the Bourne Legacy?
Yes.
Actually,
But
no,
like we're trying to get on the same page here.
Two.
Number 2.
So at least you guys are calling him out.
I called myself out.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's usually the simplest explanation for these types of things. I'm gonna say it's just like Gold Rush rivalry, or they just met the wrong people. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or I mean, honestly, it could be Gold Rush rivalry, and then they they framed it to look like it was tribal violence. 'Cause I feel
My
like that's
idea,
something they would do.
my theory is it was rivalry, but then like the wildlife came in and just for some reason every time they just decapitated the bodies.
I mean, maybe the bears just figured the heads were a tasty snack. Just
Yeah.
took them and moved on. No, I can agree with that. That'd be good.
Michael, were you gonna say something?
No.
Oh, okay. Damn, I was hoping to get more engagement on for this.
I don't know any of these, so
You don't have
hard-
to.
You don't have to. You
No,
can
I
just
don't-
come. You can just
all I'm
come
saying,
up with a
anything
theory
I
yourself.
say is probably more than likely just gonna be incorrect information or
Dude, it's
I mean, it can't be
it's
any-
called it's a theory. It's called conspiracy theories.
You know, you can't be any
that
more
doesn't mean
wrong
it's
than-
real.
You can't be any more wrong than Jason Bourne. So
You can't be
You know,
any
that's
more
true.
wrong than Alex Jones. Okay.
yes. Well, that's the ultimate correct answer.
So Michael, come up with something.
So you just want me to just start cracking out the old imagination?
With
Yes.
all the
Alright.
information that I have given you,
All right.
crank out the old imagination.
So I just imagine these two guys just found gold, and then as soon as they struck it, they had an argument how they're gonna split it. One guy reached for the gun, the other one was too quick at the draw, and the other one staged it to look like it was
Are you talking
a-
about these two guys on this page?
yes.
Okay, I should have mentioned this, but these two guys were both disappeared in different years.
Well, that would have been important information going into this theory.
Well, I didn't expect you to think that they are both related or something.
I honestly thought he was talking about the people on the first page, and I was about to ask him how the one dude cut his own head off.
I said two other men to start with the
Yeah,
fucking
no,
thing.
No, but then I figured that those were two separate men, and I was confused why he was saying that the one staged the other one.
But yeah,
You know, one possibility that hasn't been explored yet.
Jason Bourne.
These were just
Okay.
very badly butchered attempts at circumcisions.
Oh, what?
Demore,
they're circumcised in the wrong places.
these are their actual like brain head, not dick head.
All of them
Somebody-
confused with the same.
Somebody quote that. That's a good quote.
Clip it.
Maybe we'll make a clip out of it or something later. Oh my god.
All right, I'm moving on because there's nothing coming out of this. I'm starting to
Yeah.
get annoyed like Mariel was last time.
There are a couple things. I feel like there's so much missing here. Like, it
Well,
says
yeah.
there was two in the first slide. There were two skeletons. It doesn't mention anything about their clothes or what belongings they had. There's so much missing context that
Yeah.
we can't really build anything off of.
Yeah, so the clothes were completely gone at that point. Like,
Oh.
like they were like probably torn off by like animals because they were trying to just get to the bodies to eat them. What
Sure,
else you
just-
got, Jeff? I can explain more.
To eat them, wouldn't that mean that there's still like?
Maybe they were just ripping the chunks of flesh off and then walking off with them. Like not ripping the whole like arm off, just ripping off like the muscle and stuff.
There's also missing details about like the precision of the.
Yeah,
is it
they're
like a clean cut or was it like kind of jagged?
That's the thing. Whenever I researched this, there was nothing that would have said like if it was clean or jagged. It always just said that they had their heads missing.
Very suspicious. I guess if with primitive medical knowledge you wouldn't really know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I'm not like well.
I mean, I think you can I think you can pretty much assume that it was jagged because like even if it was like headhunters or this cannibalistic tribe, it wouldn't have been a clean cut regardless. Because they probably would have had to hack through everything to begin with.
Yeah, and by the time the skeletons were found, like erosion could have taken its toll on the bones. I still feel like a lot of details are missing. Like, yeah, it could be Jason Bourne. It could be could be a skinwalker.
I don't think it was a fictional character.
No, let him cook. Let him cook.
Let him cook. He's cooking. He says skinwalkers. We're cooking.
I'm cooking up a big ol' helping of Let's Move On.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree.
All
right, next one. Roko's Basilisk.
Oh, hell yeah.
So this is a thought experiment. And it's basically, there will be an AI that is created one day that if you don't contribute to its existence, it will retroactively punish you for it.
What?
And it will do this torture by creating a virtual reality where it just throws said people into and does whatever it wants.
Huh?
This is very reminiscent of I Have No Mouth, But I Must Scream, which is I think it was a movie and a book where these people actually get thrown into a world that's controlled by an AI. And it just retroactively punishes them for like its own enjoyment.
Yeah, I've heard of this. It's just like I think the idea is that like the AI is going to eventually like wipe out humanity, but that also it will like go after you personally if you don't contribute to making it a thing. So you kind of just do you help it or do you don't? It's the whole.
Well, the thing is, what is considered helping the AI?
Just doing whatever, like doing whatever you can. Like I guess like contributing to code or building the servers it runs on. I don't know.
Because I was gonna say, there's only gonna be a select amount of people actually contributing to it, so there's gonna be a lot of people not contributing. Unless it's like more like the captcha type thing where it's like that's considered contributing, where it's like you're feeding into the algorithm by.
I'm gonna sit here and contribute to the torturous AI by just completing captchas for like 8 hours a day.
There's a lot more to this from what I could find, but I didn't put it in because we probably would have been here for a lot longer, and I didn't feel like explaining all of it.
You're gonna get a DM from the AI like, bruh, can you help me get into this website?
Yeah.
Bro, can you help me crack this guy's password?
Bro, I need your help.
Prove to the website that I'm not a robot.
Now, how do you not know we're already in that simulation?
Well, okay.
Oh no.
Do I go into it, Michael, or do I not? This is
you can save it. I think it's a good
We're
save.
talking theories, buddy. Let's go. Talk
All right. My official theory for how everything works, everything in the universe, and keep in mind, I came up with this for maybe about
as a
joke.
Month.
No. I'm slowly convinced it's true.
Let him cook.
Let him
cook, Michael.
The entire all of reality is we're all in basically a Sims game run by the real life Mike, because there's the things
Go
he
on.
the things he does and the things he gets away with and the amount of sugar he consumes on a daily basis just
It has to
defies
be the sugar,
explanation.
bro.
I'm-
Never mind everything else that's going around. It's his consumption of fucking sugar.
I'm convinced that Mike in real life is just like we're all in his like game of Sims, and this is just his reality. Like he shuts off his computer, we're dead. Like
Instead of making the pool where the Sims drown, he just controls the world.
yes,
He hasn't done that part yet.
I'll let him cook.
no, that's the entire thing. That's it. I'm convinced that Mike is the real life. For lack of a better term, he's basically God, but not the form of Mike that we're talking to right now. It's the form that actually exists.
That actually exists.
Yes, because
It's
none
the-
of us are real. We're all
It's him that he made to represent himself.
yes, we're all just NPCs, and he's the playable character.
He's the main character.
He is the main character. So yes, that
See,
is my theory for the entire world and all of human creation.
See, I have my theory in life is that we're either in hell or purgatory because there's no way God would let some people live in a world this fucked up unless they needed to be punished. So we're probably in hell.
Okay.
That begs the question: what did I do?
Yeah. What did I do?
I mean, take your pick, man.
Have any of you ever seen the video called The Egg, which is like a theory that it's like you live every life. Like you were once everybody here. You were once like every good and bad person ever existed, and then once you have lived every life, you become a god yourself and make your own universe.
So that's a great fucking theory.
Yeah, that was a really interesting one.
I wish
So
I
it's
would
like
have seen
any
that.
good thing you do is like you do to another person, it's like you're doing good to yourself, and every bad thing you do, you're doing bad thing to yourself. And then it's like and each time you go through a life cycle, you just forget everything the previous one until you die, and then you remember all your lives up till that point. And then the god running your universe, basically says, "Hey, you're like kind of re-explains everything to you, and then puts you back into the world and as like a child or whatever,
Just
and
hands you
sits
the
some
keys.
random date time."
This is literally the phrase "trust no one, not even yourself."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really interesting video.
If
All
no
right,
one's got anything else, I'm moving on.
Yeah, no, that's fine. This is probably real. It's just the AI can be replaced with real life Mike, and that's just a
I'm
truth.
That
pretty
snake
sure
is just me.
I'm pretty sure if you become known to its existence too, it just immediately takes you out. So
Wait, is this literally just the last episode?
this is the last episode. We're all gonna die.
Okay.
You all know.
No,
its
no, is
existence.
this literally just the last episode? For, like me as a snake and me putting you guys through torture?
Oh
Yes,
yeah. Yep.
that's what the AI does.
No,
Are you
he's
sure?
talking about the last episode we recorded.
Yeah.
No, I know, but that's what that's what the AI does to people. Just does that all the time.
All right, I'm moving on.
What?
The Pennsylvania Purple Blob.
Okay.
Let's go.
Knox.
Ooh.
Basically, this is an event that happened in 1950s. Two policemen saw a light floating down into a field, and when they got there, there was just this large purple mass blob thing, right? They called for backup, and the four policemen decided to try to move it. Well, when they pick it up, the blob broke off into a foam-like substance and then evaporated. And over the next half an hour, the blob just disappeared, leaving no trace.
Just sounds like someone had an acid trip.
Yeah, but it was the police.
Everyone here was on acid at the exact same time.
This story is what actually spawned the movie The Blob, which is a 1958 horror movie, essentially.
Did it also spawn the 1990s childhood thriller by R.L. Stein, The Blob That Ate Everyone? From the
I thought you were gonna say Flubber for a second.
Series.
I would imagine that came off this movie. But yeah, it probably was an inspiration for it.
I never heard of this. What the hell?
Yeah, I've never heard of this either. I'm actually kind of mind blown right now.
Yeah, it's just this purple fucking blob, bro. No one knows what the fuck it was.
Okay, was it a blob or a glob?
Blob. I copied that off a website because I just didn't feel like typing.
It's a glob named Bob.
Yeah, blob named Blob.
Based
That's the
on
name I'm
true
giving it.
Have the police officers been drug tested?
I didn't
I'm
find.
seriously convinced that they might have been under some type of influence.
Hey, bro, I just got the story. They didn't say anything about that.
It was 1950. Everyone was on something.
Yeah, it was 1950s.
Wasn't that around the time MK Ultra was starting?
The what?
MK Ultra?
The CIA mind control thing.
I think that was the 60s.
Yeah, I just thought that was later. Also, why would they test that in Pennsylvania of all places?
Why would they test it anywhere?
I don't know.
MK Ultra started in 1953 and in 1964.
Oh.
Okay. That we know of.
Yeah, that we know of. Who knows what they've been doing behind closed doors? The government.
Spoopy.
Fuck the government.
Anyway.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, because let me guess. There's no. I'm sure there's no video or photographic evidence or anything of that sort.
No, of course there isn't.
Of course. This feels like a he said she said situation, and
Yeah.
I don't really. There's not much here because like with the other story, like at least there was like there was a skeleton that had its head missing, or there was something. There's nothing tangible here.
But yet we have more theories about this one than that one.
Well, yeah. Because of literally being zero evidence whatsoever, I'm gonna actually say aliens. Because,
I'm just gonna claim they're under some influence.
Well,
This was Pennsylvania. It was probably a natural gas leak.
You know what? Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, no, that's
true.
actually a good point.
Yeah, that tracks. I could see that.
Yeah.
Police report taken in Philly back in 1950. Philly?
Yeah, it was outside
yeah.
Philly too, so most likely either drugs or gas.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
no, I'm more leaning the drugs now.
Honestly, both. I'm gonna say it's both. They were all under the influence, and there was a natural gas leak somewhere near it. All right.
Here's the weird part. I can't find the police report.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cover up.
It's like almost like it was forged in someone's imagination.
All right. And this is the last one because I thought we were going to be on these longer, but I was wrong. Who would have thunk? The Fukushima's Gateway.
Oh.
This came out of the 2011 Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster. Well, accident. It could be a disaster. Let's be honest. It was the highest rating that you could get for these accidents. But the theory is basically it was not a disaster, but a well-timed event to disguise a major scientific discovery. And that discovery was the formation of a transdimensional gateway being formed in the plant. Allegedly, it was advanced extraterrestrial technology that we could use to travel to different dimensions.
So everyone's theory is just the plot of the 2000 or the plot of the 1999 hit computer game Half-Life is just true.
Except there's been no aliens that have spawned out of it yet.
So, yes, but
then again, nobody's been able to get into this place either because it's still heavily irradiated.
Well, yeah, that's not a surprise. I mean, you can barely go to. You still can't go to Chernobyl, right?
No, you can. I've seen people walk into the sarcophagus.
Oh, well.
Yeah, they have tours at Chernobyl.
Can you go without being in like a radiation suit, or?
No, you got to be in the radiation suit.
So
And I don't think you can go there right now either way. There's kind of a war going on.
Well, yeah, obviously not now. I'm just you guys.
Oh, we're gonna get flagged for that.
Oh yeah, here comes the context thingy. Here we go.
Here, the context thingy that says something about the that we all know about.
Be in there. If you didn't say the name of the countries, then it wouldn't have shown up.
Well, we need. All I'm gonna say on that is we need another. Okay.
Well, let's be honest here. I said Sandy Hook and Alex Jones at the beginning, so
That's
it's probably
very
going to be
true.
that's going to be
this theory is just there was a resonance cascade that forced on any of the.
Yes, and somehow there was a perfectly timed earthquake that sent a tsunami in to destroy the facility, so nobody could find out about it.
Obviously, I'm sure there's not going to be much proof, if any at all. But is there any reason people suspect this other than their minds wandering? Like, was there like a big room that was like on the blueprints
Nope.
that nobody can explain or anything like that?
Nope. It's just
Okay.
people saying shit.
All right. Well, again,
I had to put some theory in that's just batshit crazy.
No, this is very like it's interesting, but like it's one of those where like people just are saying this and there's no basis of any, because obviously, like, was it ever even a scientific facility in the first place, or was it?
It was a nuclear facility. It provided power.
Yeah. So like, unless.
So yes, it was scientific.
Well, okay.
Science,
I mean, like,
bitch.
was it?
Yeah. Magnets, bitch.
All right. Yeah, I don't see much basis here.
Yeah, there's nothing really. I just had to include some batshit crazy theory.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cooking. I think you just let it cook. Something's gonna come out of it.
You just gotta let the radiation die down, and then we can all storm it like they tried to storm Area 51.
Jeez.
I love how people actually showed up there, and it just turned into kind of like a like. Didn't they just kind of like hang out and vibe with the guards for a little bit and then just leave?
Well, there's parties going on too.
Well, yeah, but like the guards just kind of like stood there and let it happen. Because there was like, what, 20, 30 people that actually went?
I mean, that could have been solved with one AR mag.
Well,
Jesus.
Jeez, okay.
All right.
No, but like, I mean, like because usually like you can't even get close to the entrance, right? Before you have like a bajillion guns pointed at you.
There's like I think like a 30-mile radius.
Yeah. I think with that, they kind of just let it happen because there were so many people. They just kind of like let them wander around. Like nobody actually tried to get in.
I think people did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. There was like 3 arrests.
Oh God, I didn't know that. I thought
there were 5.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
arrest
God.
is arrest. Anyway, I'm stopping the stream now because there's nothing else after that.
What's the charge you get for like trying to invade Area 51?
It's a felony.
Death.
Well, yeah.
But
I wonder if it was prosecuted any more heavily than just going to any other military base.
It's probably treason, right?
No, it wouldn't be treason. It'd probably be like trespassing on government property.
Yeah, but like it'd be suspicious if the charge for those people breaking into Area 51 was like much higher than people that have broken into other military bases. But I don't know if it would be or not.
Anyway, I guess now's the time to ask, what do you guys believe in? Because I didn't really get much out of that. I was expecting more.
We didn't actually have any conspiracies.
Explain, like Alex Jones level conspiracies.
Well, no, it's just not that it's just Alex Jones conspiracies. There was no substance to these. There was no actual theory. It was just, hey, this thing happened. What do you guys think? It would be one thing. It was like, 9/11 happened. Who do you think did it?
I mean, you could just.
See, I was trying to avoid the really easy ones.
Yeah, no,
because
I found all these
they're everywhere, and I didn't want to like just use the easy ones.
Well, I think a fun one. I think a fun. I don't want to say topic, but like segment. There we go. A fun segment would be: Can you guys come up with your own conspiracy theory? Because I have one off the dome right now that I may or may not.
All right, let them cook.
Do it.
Cook.
Do it.
So there's this big boat that sank a few years ago. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It was called the Titanic, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
So there's a theory that, again, I may or may not have stolen from someone, that it was sank on purpose. And here's why. Coming from Britain, were all these like stupid rich bureaucrats who were coming to America to oppose the formation of the Federal Reserve.
Okay.
And a government trying to get more power obviously didn't want that. So what they did was attempt to sink the Titanic on purpose.
So they placed a big iceberg in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I was about to say like,
They didn't
so
place it.
they put it there.
Maybe
They shipped it that way.
I don't know. It's the 1900s.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what probably happened was a bunch of people did some math about some glacier nearby and was like, oh, what if it cracks at this point in time? Okay, well then we can have the Titanic set sail for this and come into collision course with that chunk of ice, sinking it and potentially killing all those people.
That has to be some really insane math to figure that out.
That and the whole point of the Titanic was that it was supposed to be like glacier resistant, but like the problem was that like the glacier.
No, it wasn't glacier resistant. It was unsinkable.
Well, yes,
and that turned out to be a lie.
Well, it was supposed to be unsinkable, but it was because of like it was supposed to be able to take on a certain amount of water in some areas without having to be. But the issue was the glacier that it did hit like ruptured so much of it that it didn't. It eventually did sink. It took it a while to sink, but yeah. So I don't know. I mean, maybe, I guess. I feel like that's one of those where, like, if they did plan that out, it was a very, like, they were putting a lot to chance, if that's true. But
yeah, but the rewards were worth it. I mean, look at where we are now.
The Federal Reserve is a thing.
Yeah. A lot of people got really rich from the Federal Reserve becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And you're not one of them.
And I'm not one of them. Yeah. You're not one of them either, Wade. Look at you.
Well,
working and shit.
Man, look at this loser working.
Look at this fucking loser working, bro.
They say as they all have jobs at the same place.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Don't bring us down your Titanic.
Won't bring us to your level. Anyway,
yeah, that would kind of sink the show.
To you?
Anyway, I have one actually. I think that this is actually probably true, but I think the U.S. government is going to take AI to a level of lethality to keep the public in line.
So you're basically saying AI is going to be like a police?
No, currently the government is in the process of making an AI so advanced to the point where it's lethal, right? Because the government just wants, basically our government wants the best way to kill anyone, like normal. But what I think they're going to do is that if there's any sort of uprising, they're just going to release it on us just to say, hey, no more of this. You're going to defend the people from the government. You're all fucked now if you try to fuck with us.
So you're basically saying the government's trying to turn into a dictatorship?
Yeah, pretty much.
They're just going to make Skynet.
Yeah, that's it. They're literally just going to make fucking
They're just going to make the Terminator's just going to be a real movie.
Fucking.
I haven't seen Terminator.
Michael.
Who made Terminator again? It wasn't James Cameron, right?
Well, yes, it was. He made the
was James Cameron?
He made the first two.
James Cameron made this all the way back in 1997 or whenever it was.
A true conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
97.
First Terminator was 84. The second one was 84, 92. Yeah. I'm gonna
he made it
this because we already screwed up one name last time.
You know what? I think you're right. That the first one
almost
did come
positive it was James Cameron. But yes, okay, he did make the first two, and then he made the most recent one. But
yeah, I think the government is making Skynet so that if there's any form of uprising, they can just say, no, you're gonna like where you're at, and if you don't like it, die.
Die.
Live in the pods, eat some boogs.
I don't have a crazy conspiratorial mind. I will say that, like, I don't know if aliens exist in the way that everyone thinks they do, that they're actual like little green men running around and flying circles all day.
Do you believe that or do you not?
No, I'm saying I don't know. Like, it's possible, I guess, but I refuse to believe that they're not out there somewhere.
Yeah, there's no way that we're not the only.
The universe is this big and that we're the only people that we're the only intelligent life.
I'm sure there's intelligent life to some degree, but I don't believe it would be in the form of any human-like appearance.
Well, everyone assumes that life would be carbon based, which is a fair assumption to make, but like it's kind of ignorant to think that that's the only way that life could evolve. Like it.
I just want everyone to know now, according to the internet, which could be lying, and it could be
Well,
there
your
could be
source is already bad.
According to
Yeah.
the internet.
There could be a plus or minus to the observable universe that we've actually seen. Apparently, there's only been 5% of the universe we've actually explored.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean too, because like there's so much of the universe we haven't even looked at yet, and we probably can't even look at given our current technology. That it's just
And also, Michael, these are conspiracy theories. There is no good source. These are all people's thoughts.
Dog, my sources, I made it the fuck up.
Yeah. That's a nice source, Senator.
According to Wade's conspiracy theory, you're all just a thought.
Nice
One
argument,
of my
Senator.
thoughts.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source says I made it the fuck up.
Yeah, but no, that's the only one I really put stock in, just because like a lot of people were just like, no, they don't exist. It's like, you can't prove that. Like that's the one conspiracy you can't prove one way or the other. Like
it's the great Fermi paradox.
Yeah.
If the universe is so big, and we were able to spawn as intelligent beings from our planet, then where is everyone?
I hate the way Jeff said that because it literally made me think of like the Charlie Brown ones. Like, it's the great Fermi paradox, Charlie Brown.
Oh my god!
What?
Instead of the
Fuck
Great
you.
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
How do you know Peanut? How do you know the original Charlie Brown, but you don't know anything else?
Oh, I haven't seen the movie. I just know that one phrase.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
It's not even a phrase; it's a fucking title.
Or
It's the title.
Yeah.
It's the fucking
I thought
title.
they say it in the movie too, like that.
They do.
Yeah.
But have you seen it? How do you know?
It's happening again. We're all getting trolled by Michael once more.
Once again, Wade's conspiracy about how the universe works.
I'm telling you, it's real. Okay. No, I lied. You know what? No, that I officially am right now at 8:18 p.m. on, and I'm going to be dating this recording, but 8:18 p.m. on December 3rd, 2023. I'm now fully convinced that this is real. This is happening.
Is it?
I've cracked it.
Is it happening? Are you sure?
Yes.
100%.
Can you prove it?
Yeah. Yes, I can prove it. Look at Mike. Look at him.
Oh my god, the fucking sugar! Look at him! Look at him!
Look at it.
Look at him.
Dude,
No.
he exists.
He exists. That's
I was about to say the one meme line, but then I was like, wait, no, I'm not like him.
it's either divine intervention or he just is playing Sims. Like, and we are all NPCs in his world.
And what would divine intervention look like?
I
He
don't.
closes the game.
The game closes.
Well, see, every time he saves and closes, time just freezes, so we wouldn't know it. And then when he starts,
What's a
to
reload
Whenever-
look like?
zooms.
Yeah.
Huh?
What's a reload look like? And now you save a game, you reload back.
You never reload. You
oh.
just let it go.
Well, you reload. Time just moves
That's
backwards.
the deja vu moments I get.
Yes, there you
That's
go.
the deja
God.
vu
He's
moments.
See?
reloading the save.
Yeah, you're reloading the save, but some parts of the game are generated like automatically. So then
Wait.
certain things happen again.
Wait,
What?
hold on. Deja vu is a reloaded save, but it memory leaked. There's a memory leak in the Matrix.
There you go.
There we
We're
go.
doing it.
Now
We're figuring
we're
it out.
getting into it.
There we go.
Why does this have the most substance of everything we just talked about?
It's the most
Bruh.
easily believable.
It's so believable because of how plausible it is and how impossible it is to either prove or disprove it. Because we know we exist here, but how?
Who's to say there isn't multiple simulations running?
Exactly. What
I
if
mean-
you leave this simulation only to end up in another one?
What if the deja
just the
vu is
Mandela
another?
effect?
Yes, it's the Mandela effect. What deja vu moments are actually just the Mandela effect. It's just the two saves coming together and then
Oh my
going off
God.
in that one direction.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that all the simulations running on this one person's computer, it's just their computer has some issues. They need some technical support.
Either that or
All
just
these
transferring
memory
data.
leakages, or you know what? Here's what they're doing. They're trying to mod their game and they keep messing it up.
They're trying to mod the game. Like I'm trying to mod Fallout New Vegas, and it keeps fucking up.
He's trying to mod in like different spellings of the Berenstein Bears, and they exist at the same time, and people go nuts.
Do we want to talk about the JFK assassination real quick, or
The CIA did it? There's not much
CIA
else.
did it? Yeah.
That's not even a conspiracy theory. This is just historical fact.
Yeah. At this point, it's fact because there's been so much fucking evidence hidden from it.
See, okay, but realistically though, there's so much. It's amazing how, like, this is one of the, I'd argue it's probably like the highest profile assassination ever in recorded history.
Mm-hmm.
And there's when you really look into it and really dig into all the evidence, there's like nothing. No one has anything. There's like they have there's a bunch of like the entire point is theory. Like the
CIA committee has all the information, but they redact everything that would implement themselves.
No, I know, like that's what I mean. Like they have all the information and they're just not releasing it at all. Like that makes me believe they did it. But it's simply fascinating that they claim how there's like nothing in like whatsoever for, because okay, there was a video I saw not too long ago where God, what does he go by now? He's the YouTube. I'm gonna shout him out. The YouTuber's like Lemino. If anybody's heard of him,
Lemino, fuck yeah,
Lemino, however you say it. But he did a video a few months back on like a very specific part of like, because he covered the whole shooting thing and how like Lee Harvey Oswald like went up there, but he specifically covered like the actual building that he worked out of. It was like some kind of factory.
It was a bookstore,
like a bookstore, like a book, book repository. But like, there's so many different like conflicting stories, and like witness statements just aren't accountable at all. Nobody really knows what actually happened because no one can get their story straight. Like, it's incredible how little evidence or how scattered all the evidence actually is for such a high case. And it's either it's either CIA incompetence or they did it. It's neither. It's nothing else. They're either.
It's definitely
really
they
bad
did
at
it
their
because
jobs, or
I don't
they did it.
believe that. I don't believe the CIA is incompetent. I believe that they are just hiding it to make themselves look incompetent.
Have you seen this man? Because
yes, I've seen that man.
It is past his bedtime.
It is past his bedtime. He must go to bed.
Yeah, but no, that's it. It's truly incredible how little solid facts there are. Like everything is disputed, and that's in that whole story. Like I could go on about it for an hour, but
I think there were multiple shooters.
It's possible.
There has to be like the angle.
No, it's the main reason why I think that is because they had Lee Harvey Oswald. They basically went to Lee Harvey Oswald, right? And they were like, "You're gonna do this, or else there's gonna be major, shit's gonna happen." They basically blackmailed him, right? And when he missed the shot, that's when they took the actual kill shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
I'm gonna leave it off on this. Have any of you heard of the game JFK Reloaded?
Yes.
What?
I covered that in that iceberg tier list.
Wow.
That I was working on.
Okay, no, Michael, listen, because it is a simulation.
They missed and they had to reload.
No.
It
is a computer. It is a game. It is a game someone made, and it's a simulation. And the goal is to try and, based on what the actual like the commission found as to what happened. What the CIA says is fact. The game challenges you to perfectly recreate exactly what happened. And as far as I know, no one has ever come close.
That is outside. That is outside the game, and no one has been able to do it in real life either. They actually had Lee Harvey Oswald try to like fire off those 3 shots again that quick, and he couldn't do it.
Well, I mean, I don't know, like, but even if the most experienced like marksman couldn't do it, like, it's kind of nuts that. But that's what I mean. Like, there's the entire reason there is a conspiracy is because there's just nothing that's actually presented as fact. Like, everything is disputed in that whole story, and no one can get their heads together on anything. And yeah, that's why it's such a conspiracy. But it's probably because the CIA staged everything.
Oh yeah, while I'm at it,
Oh no. Oh god.
brings back memories.
Oh, the Umbrella Man.
Oh my
Did
god.
you see the username for the
LH
comment?
Oswald, yeah. No, yeah, the Umbrella Man. That's like that's just kind of like that's just like a weird guy just kind of like hanging out in the corner like.
But why?
For
What's
all
he
we know, the
doing?
guy has albinism, and
Why did he close his umbrella just before the shots?
I
Or
don't
open his umbrella just before the shots. I don't know.
maybe he's albino and he couldn't stand in the sun.
So what was he doing there? Why didn't he just stay inside? Why is he
He
wearing
wanted
all
to see
black
the
for that matter?
president.
Why is he wearing all black for that
Okay,
matter? Why
first
didn't he
off,
just
cover
wear
the
white?
light.
Wade, I want you to know this right now. The area that JFK drove through before he got shot, there were 1,000+ windows around him, right? And also the CIA said, yeah, let's do security. And then someone brought up, oh, there's like 1,000 windows around him. And then they were all like, yeah, fuck it, he doesn't need security.
He'll be
CIA
fine.
did it.
I'm not saying they didn't. I'm just like I don't know how much stock I put into the fact that this umbrella guy had anything to do with it.
Well, didn't JFK personally say, nah, no security?
Well, JFK personally was the one that wanted to roll down the top of the car instead of having the roof up. So,
Yeah, how big of a mistake was that?
well, I mean, I think we can all figure that out.
I can think of a couple.
One thing we all can agree on, it was a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Also, another CIA involved killing. They definitely killed Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, that was also proven in court. The family sued and they won.
Wait,
Oh
what?
yeah, that's right. They did prove that.
They proved that?
Yeah. The family argued that it wasn't him, and they proved it.
When did that happen?
That was
Okay, 2 years, 1 or 2 years.
1990.
Whatever happened to the person that was accused, I forget.
Oh, he died in prison from some kind of cancer.
Oh, okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it, like obviously the JFK killing was covered in school and like there was a whole like everyone talked about it. Now that I'm realizing it, when I was learning about like the whole civil rights movement, like back in it was probably middle school or high school when they were teaching it, it was kind of more of a footnote that he got assassinated. Like they were talking about like we spent like a month or two on like, oh, here's all of what Martin Luther King did. Here's like the things that he inspired and like all his like they talked about the way he protested everything. And then at like the very end of the unit, they were just like, yeah, so a few years after he just kind of got shot. Somebody walked up to him and shot him in the back.
No, that's not what happened at all.
I thought he was like standing out on his balcony and like somebody.
He was standing over the balcony.
Yeah.
And the shot came from a boarding house across the road from the motel.
Oh.
Hit him in his right cheek, severed his vertebrae, and that's when he died.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
I thought it came from the crowd.
No, there was no crowd there. He was talking to a musician at the time to play a certain song at a speech he was going to do that night.
Oh, I gotta look into that again. I haven't looked at the details of that at all. It was just kind of something they brought up in school. They were just like, oh yeah, he got shot. Anyway, we're moving on to the next thing.
I'll link you a good video to
okay,
watch.
Thank
here.
you.
Is it the Wendigoon video?
It is actually the Wendigoon video.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Probably haven't talked about the video you sent me with the church and the guy.
Huh?
What?
The Waldo one or the...
Huh?
Julian, you sent me this. I'm trying to remember what it was. The guy that had like made a religion in the church.
Yeah.
And they had a raid.
Oh, Waco.
Waco, yeah, that's what it was.
Waco's not a conspiracy theory. That's just the ATF should be abolished.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. I thought it was conspiracy to some degree.
No. Waco, it was a cult called the Branch Davidians. The ATF were like, you're manufacturing machine guns. And they were like, no, we're not. Here's all the paperwork detailing all of our... They were doing gunsmithing, but they were like, here's all our paperwork. And they were like, we don't need that. We're going to go away now. And then there was a 52-day siege that ended with pretty much everybody, including some of the children in there, being burned alive.
Yeah.
And also tear gassed.
Shit was fucked, yo.
Hence why the ATF should be abolished.
And on that note, I believe that unless anybody else has any theories that they want to share, that's.
I mean, I already shared my theory on how
Yeah.
life is, but
I don't do conspiracy theories.
Okay. Dan, what
Bruh.
conspiracies do you believe in?
Yeah, I'm not usually huge on the coming up with those.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Well, I believe that'll do it. Thanks everybody for listening. Hit all the buttons except for the dislike. You're gonna make me cry, and then the conspiracy.
Do it.
No.
We already
Why
established.
why are you never supportive of me? Why do you always want to see me suffer?
It's just my form of entertainment. We already witnessed this.
Your form of entertainment is running the simulation that we're all currently in. You can't have any more entertainment than that.
once again, here's the simulation.
My Sim's
theory
gotta have
kicking in.
entertainment. My
He's just
Sim's gotta have
torturing you
entertainment.
for his own pleasure.
All right. Well, anyway, yep. Hit all the buttons, and we will see you in the next one. Comment 2 things. Give us 2 comments. Give us your worst game of the year, and give us your conspiracy theory that you believe in, and or one that you can back. I want to know just what everybody thinks. But yeah, we will go ahead and wrap this up, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Go
Carter.
Birds!